Myself and a bunch of other stagey YouTubers and stagey content creators are going to be running a 5K in order to raise money for Broadway Cares. Needless to say, this is a really important organisation. I'm so pleased that I've been able to help them raise the money they already have, and I am going to be racing around to try and run the fastest possible time that I can. I feel like I can at least be the fastest member of our team. Oh my god, hey! Hi! It is a new day in New York City. It's a slightly rainy day, but it's not so bad. It's not so bad. It was a little bit drizzly earlier, but I don't think it's raining now. Just a little bit grey, and it's not that cold. We have two shows today. It's a Thursday. Bad Cinderella is opening on Broadway this evening. We saw it last night. By this point, you've probably already seen my video review. It's probably been on my channel for a very long time. Just crossing Times Square is over there. We've been getting lunch at the Melt Shop, which we stumbled across on our way to Rockefeller Center to go and look for somewhere to get lunch. And I went in because it looked amazing, and we assumed Aeron wouldn't be able to eat there because it was all burgers and sandwiches. But you could substitute any of the bread for gluten-free bread. Yeah. So you had a nice little gluten-free burger situation.
It turned into like a melt sandwich.
Yeah, it was in sandwich bread, so it was basically
like a burger sandwich.
Yeah, and I had oh gosh, it was like a spicy chicken and mac and cheese melt, and it was delicious, and I enjoyed it very much. And we got tater tots. We got tater tots as well, and milkshakes. So a nice decadent lunch. Because
the tater tots were so good.
The tater tots were so good. A little bit of parmesan. Stunning. But we're now on our way. We're passing Wicked, where we're going to be this evening. We're seeing Wicked tonight on Broadway at the Gershwin Theatre. But for now, for our matinee, we are seeing Anthony Rapp's Without You at New World Stages, which we're very excited about. So we've walked past New World Stages before, and it has an entrance, but it seems like the whole thing is underground, and it's also various different spaces.
There's 5 spaces.
Yeah. So we're very intrigued about that one. Yeah. So we're going to go and check out New World Stages. Come with us. And here it is, New World Stages. So it's on this cute little piazza thing going on here, and that is also over there. That's another entrance to it. But this is literally, like, you can see pretty much the whole building here. That doesn't have 5 theatres in, so I'm thinking they're underground. But we do have everything you could want in light bulbs. There's the sign there, and we can see the posters for some of the shows currently playing at the venue. So we're here today to see Anthony Rapp's Without You, a new musical based on the best-selling memoir of love, loss, and the musical Rent. And also, they have Dogman, the musical. 2 equally profound, moving shows from 2 different alumni of Rent. I'm joking, Dogman was never in Rent. We're going to go inside now before I say something else silly. Before we do go inside, New World Stages is also now the off-Broadway home of the play that goes wrong. This was on Broadway, and it's transferred to the New World Stages to sustain a slightly longer run in a slightly smaller theatre. Oh, this is good. So we have seating plans for all of the different stages. Imagine having these kind of spaces in London with these kind of capacities. Wow. So that's a 500-seat theatre. We've got a 360-seat at stage 2, another 500-seat essentially at stage 3, 360 in stage 4, and this is where we're at today. We're going to be in the smallest of the 5 spaces, stage 5, with just 199 seats. But these kind of spaces in London would allow for some very exciting shows to have a London Live. And they've got this cute little interactive display showing all the different shows, and this is what it shows for Without You. Impeccable, warm, and engaging. We're about to find out. Oh my god, hey! We are now on 42nd Street. Come and meet those dancing feet. So we're in between our matinee and our evening show. They didn't want me to film anything inside New World Stages, which is absolutely fine. But I did take a couple of pictures of the merchandise. They had 2 different kinds of t-shirt. One was like a vintage t-shirt. The other one was a regular t-shirt. They had a long sleeve version of that as well. They had like a lanyard. They had signed playbills that they were selling to raise money for Broadway Cares, which is fantastic. They had a couple other things as well that I don't remember now, but the pictures will be showing you, so that is all fine. Really enjoyed the show, really glad that we went. It's one of the few things doing a Thursday matinee, so really easy to fit into our schedule. Very sad, very emotional, but ultimately uplifting. It wasn't just like drudgingly depressing.
But it's one of the few shows that's made me cry.
It was a very powerful story. Yeah, that was the big tearjerker. The other one that made me cry was something. Did I cry near the end of Shucked? Maybe I cried near the end of Shucked.
Oh, Akimbo got me.
Oh no, it was Akimbo. It was Akimbo. There you go. Kimberly Akimbo was the first show that's made me cry, and then Without You was the second. Very emotional.
Was the first one that made me cry, like have tears in the theatre.
Yeah.
Parade, I didn't have it whilst in the theatre. I just had watery eyes after the theatre.
Yeah, it's more, it just makes you think, and it's really harrowing. Can confirm New World Stage is a really cool venue.
Oh, and Kate.
Our friend Kate said, yeah, it used to be a cinema.
So that makes no sense how they had the spaces.
So that was our matinee. We're at Wicked this evening. I think I mentioned that already. And if I didn't, my shirt did. Defy that gravity. Do it. But we're walking back. We have a little bit of time. And we're going to walk past the Imperial because right now the red carpet is rolled out for the opening night, the official opening night of Bad Cinderella. So we're going to see if we can spy any activity. Obviously we went last night. We're not covering the official red carpet because that's not really something that I do, and I didn't ask for any press access to that. But I will see if I can show you from afar anything exciting that's going on, because I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't try and show you the Bad Cinderella opening night. So let's go over and see what it looks like. Okay, so this here is the Imperial Theatre, and you can see down here, this was not here last night. They have put this tent up in the meantime. This is the opening night carpet set up for Bad Cinderella, and they've got a whole thing in there. I spied it earlier with more photographs happening, more step and repeats, and some chandeliers. They've hung some chandeliers inside that tent. It's a miracle of modern engineering. You're not getting the full effect of this outfit from across the street through traffic, but I am obsessed with the drama of leading man Jordan Dobson's cape swooshing over this disco blue outfit moment. The Bad Cinderella cast are bringing it. So this is a very interesting setup that they have here to have, I mean, we don't have this much space on a pavement to have an opening night step and repeat like this. Prince of Wales made it work for the Watson Stage Awards, but certainly you couldn't do it for every theatre in the West End.
Maybe we'll see a change, because the West End.
Maybe we will.
The West End's been changing a lot since post-pandemic.
Yeah.
They've been doing a lot more Broadway things.
Do you know what they need to do? Pedestrianise, not de-pedestrianise. Pedestrianise the roads of London. No, all the roads of London. The entirety of the city of London. No cars, no Ubers, there's enough tubes.
Theatreland would be a lot better if it was pedestrianised.
Wouldn't it? Wouldn't it?
Because the thing is, it's not even like it's a useful thoroughfare for anybody. It's not.
Just a couple of roads. Just pedestrianise a couple of key roads, and then it'll honestly make my life a lot easier. This is why I'm not in city planning.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know who this lady is, but I am obsessed with the pink-red blazer to match the show's branding. I don't know if this is custom. I don't know if she's sewed two different blazers together to make this work. There's a van in my way blocking the excellence of this serve, but bravo to this lady. I will say it's honestly like an 85-15% split of people wearing this exact bright pink, like this hot pink, to people not wearing the hot pink. And like the bad is in pink, but everything else about this carpet is red. The poster is red, the carpet is red, the drape is red, and this pink does not go with this red. I said it when they launched. Okay, I told you about the blazer. I don't know if you can see the dress entering right now. It is a pink to red ombre in like Muppet fur. The people are going to the designers and saying we are coming with very specific criteria for this red carpet. So the person walking in through the metal detectors now is either Anna Wintour or someone dressed as Anna Wintour. I'm assuming she's going to go. No, she's not doing red carpet. She is strolling right into the Imperial. You're just going to have to trust me that Anna Wintour just walked into the Imperial Theatre. In the meanwhile, we've had Wesley Taylor has been on the red carpet. and Judy Kuhn. We have to go to Wicked, so we're probably going to leave the Bad Cinderella red carpet coverage. We have had some TikToker people here. Robbie Fairchild from An American Paris has been on the red carpet, and the guy nearest here in the coat, I feel like, is Luann's French ex-boyfriend from The Real Housewives of New York. If any other Bravo fans are watching this, I need you to confirm for me that is the side profile that I think it is. That's a very niche reference, but I'm pretty sure about it. In any case, Bad Cinderella opening night is about to begin. We will be elsewhere, but I wish it all the best, and we'll be so intrigued as we wait for the reviews to come in afterwards. Update, it was Jax from The Real Housewives of New York, because that's frickin' Luann. That is Luann from The Real Housewives of New York. And theatre people, you may not care about this, but I'm very excited. I found a Real Housewife of New York in New York. That's a bucket list bingo card moment. There she is. Okay, we've torn ourselves away from the red carpet outside the Imperial Theatre to head over to the Gershwin Theatre. It's time to go and see Wicked, everybody, at the Gershwin, the original home of Wicked. We've walked past this theatre a couple times, and it's a strange outside to a theatre. It very much looks like an office building, like a parking garage, because it is both of those things. So I'll be very intrigued to see the inside, but you'll see what I mean in a second. Also, it's beginning to rain, and also I'm thirsty, and also I just saw some police just chasing a guy down the street. So I feel like it's a good time to go into the theatre now. The universe is sending me a very clear sign. Here it is. The familiar green glow of Wicked can be accessed at the Gershwin Theatre on either 50th or 51st Street. But you see what I'm saying about this building? Like, this is the entrance here. Like, this is a car park, and this is Wicked. And the building that Wicked is in, you will see momentarily, is this building here. Like, anyone who ever complained about the Apollo Victoria Theatre not looking nice, never complain again, because this is Wicked in an underground parking garage / office building. The Gershwin Theatre, everybody. Okay, we're in the foyer of the Gershwin. Look at this time dragon clock they have in the foyer. That's very cool. We have the merchandise booth here. This one is currently closed, but there are other merchandise locations that I will show you when we reach them. And we also have the cast list for this performance, which obviously is green. Very on brand. Very, very on brand. I'm so close to it, but there is a giant mural as you go up the escalator with a map of Munchkin Land and various other Aussian areas, including the Emerald City. Wow. This is the most foyer decoration I think we've seen for any particular show. Obviously, Wicked has been here for 20 years. So the Gershwin Theatre is also home to the Theatre Hall of Fame, honouring those who have made outstanding contributions to the New York Theatre. And we can see so many lists of amazing names going all around here. Oscar Hammerstein II, Jerome Kern, Gertrude Lawrence, Will Rogers, Richard Rogers. I mean, there's so many. There's so many going all around the walls of this section here. Up to, there you go, 2022. They've run out of wall. So who knows what is going to happen. There you go, some of the recent additions to the Theatre Hall of Fame, as documented at the Gershwin Theatre. As promised, I found another merchandise shop upstairs. So we have so many different t-shirts. This is the New York one. There is a London one as well that I have. There's a little beanie there on top. That Defy Gravity long sleeve one is the one I'm wearing right now. We have a Wicked hoodie. I haven't seen that For Good t-shirt before. That one is cool. We have some more down here. Pink goes good with green. And then we have some books. We have a chistery. We have a snow globe. So many different trinkets. When you run for this long, this is what happens. And we have some on display in this case here as well. You can get yourself some Emerald City glasses. That's a little chistery ornament there. And if you can read this, these are all of the priceifications of the Wicked wear and awesome souvenirs, swankified accessories, and marvellous media. I love that the bar is green. Here are some of the themed drinks that we have at Wicked. So we have an Osmopolitan, a Glosmopolitan, or a Flying Monkey Punch. And we have some specials as well, which is the Ozdust and the Ruby Red Spritz. Love that. Many options at Wicked. But wait, there's more. You can get Slush. You can get Wicked Slush. You can get Alphabet Apple in green or Glinda Daiquiri in pink. And a slightly higher price if they are Bewitched, which I assume means alcoholic. I'm assuming that that is what that means. But themed slush, that is a first. That is a first this week on Broadway. There's some little exhibits here in conjunction with the Theatre Hall of Fame. This was a hat worn by Carol Channing for over 5,000 performances of Hello Dolly. That's amazing. Many more things here, many more portraits of influential theatre artists. We have some show posters, and we have this costume from My One and Only, starring Tommy Tune. This is something to do with the original production of The Phantom of the Opera. These are the notes from Hal Prince for one of the rehearsals, I believe. Wow, that's amazing. You can read a little bit more about that down here. Oh my god, hey, we're in the intermission. I nearly said interval. I'm learning. We're getting there. We're in the intermission of Wicked at the Gershwin Theatre. We've been enjoying the first act and noticing the differences.
I love it. There's actually more differences than I realised.
More than I thought. I'm not going to expand on them here because that's a whole other video's worth of chat. But we have had the Flying Monkey Punch. We had the Flying Monkey Punch. It was really nice. It was very Malibu-y. I could taste the Malibu, but it was still good. It was a 4. It was a 4 for me. Did I want the novelty of a green beverage for Wicked? Sure, but I will still.
It's still fun.
I'm pretty sure like anything green has apple in it somewhere, and I am allergic, so I will take a wrong-coloured drink over anaphylactic shock, and that's just a line in the sand for me. This is our view. We're in the orchestra, which is American for stalls, rather than the mezzanine level, which is up there. This is probably the biggest theatre we've been in on Broadway so far. Seems very wide, very large capacity. It's very similar to the Apollo Victoria, isn't it? We still have this wooden structure that comes out here, but we are in row G, seats 1 and 3, and this is our view of the stage. Little shimmering emerald city there. In the middle, all the usual features. Got the old time dragon clock going on up here, and all these cogs and platforms down at the side. But a very good view. This theatre has a very good rake, so there's people standing up right now, but we've got a pretty unobstructed view of the stage because all the seats are on it's sloping down towards the stage, so it makes the view very good. On the way out of the Gershwin, I'm obsessed with this. You are now leaving Oz. Reality straight ahead. And that says, drive or fly carefully. It's those cute little details that make me very happy. Onwards to reality. Oh my god, hey. So we just saw Wicked. Yeah. And I want to address this because a lot of people have been like, why are you seeing Wicked? Why are you seeing Wicked? You see Wicked all the time. Because we're probably seeing Wicked next month when we get back because there's a new cast in London and we need to see them as well. But Aeron James, you want to tell people why we wanted to see Wicked on Broadway?
Because we heard that the monkeys fly over the audience.
Yeah.
It does not happen in London.
Yeah, we wanted to see the differences.
Yeah.
And we were like, there won't be many differences. More than I expected.
There was a lot more than I expected.
Yeah, and also, that theatre is unlike any other theatre we've been to this week. and I'm fascinated by it. It's more like a West End theatre because it has the foyer spaces.
Yeah, a lot more like the West End.
But it's a much more recently built theatre. It's only a few decades old compared with the other ones, and certainly very young compared with West End theatres. And so they made it built more for suiting for modern purposes. And so you have loads of merch booth locations and multiple toilets and everything that you need in a modern Broadway theatre. So very glad that we saw it, and I feel like it's real Wicked.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like Wicked in London is London Wicked, but this was real Wicked. Like, it started here. This is a 20-year-old production that's been in that theatre for 2 decades.
So crazy amount of Tony Award winners have played their roles in that theatre.
Yeah, very special. History, legacy. So, thrilled, had a great time. Yay that we got to see Wicked. And now we're going to meet up with some friends who have been at other shows and concerts at the bar at the top of our hotel, which is super easy. So, going to go and check that out. Oh my god, hey!
Hello.
We are downtown this morning on another New York morning. Oh woo! Everything can change. What is that? That's a New York minute. Never mind, I was close. We're on Bleecker Street, which is fun to say.
Yeah.
We're actually on Bleecker Street. We've just been to where, Aeron?
Posh Pop.
The Posh Pop Bakery, because there is a bakery that makes a lovely, indulgent, decadent, gluten-free baked goods. And we had so many, but they made so many exciting things. They made donuts and cookies and cookie pies and actual pies. So many cakes. Yeah, so we had the churro funnel cake, which was very nice. We had so much of it. We had a Nutella cookie pie slice.
Yeah.
Like we had a cookie sandwich with frosting, which I love. And we had some fried Oreos. I still have one, and that's the only remnant of the feast that we had. What was your favourite thing? If you had to rank the 4, what's coming out on top for you?
Fried Oreos, funnel cake, pie slice, cookie.
I would swap the middle 2. Fried Oreos were the best. So good. It's like a molten Oreo once you get inside. It's so good. Fried Oreos, then the cookie pie, but I love a cookie pie. That was always it's like melting and it fell apart. It was delicious. And then the funnel cake, and then the cookie sandwich, which was still nice, but all delicious things. We're now heading back towards Midtown on the subway. I will say it took us no time at all to get here. It was very quick. So we're going to jump back on the subway and head uptown, back to Midtown. Oh my god, hey! So, we have had a day of a reasonable amount of activity. We went downtown to go and get some food earlier from Posh Pop Bakery. And then we went to the Museum of Broadway when we came back, which is a whole separate video that I haven't showed you on this because that's entire content by itself. So if you want to see what the Museum of Broadway is like, you can go and find that video. Hopefully that's already up on my channel and has been for some time. Then we went to 1 Schubert Alley, but my camera died at the Museum of Broadway. So we'll go back to 1 Schubert Alley and I'll show you what that's like. We'll have another shopping day because there's a few theatre-themed shops I can show you, but now we're heading back out. I've just been doing some editing in the hotel room, and now we are racing back out to go to an event. So we are here on 44th Street, passing the St. James Theatre, where New York is having its first preview tonight. We didn't know about it earlier, but they had a little event. I think they renamed the street for Candor and Ebb. But we are not going to that this evening. We are on our way to Sardi's, which is a restaurant and bar and a New York institution. Okay, we're back on the streets of New York. There's a horse, there's a police horse, and we're walking towards the American Airlines Theatre to go and see Fat Ham, to go and see the Pulitzer Prize winning play Fat Ham. It's in previews. It had its first preview on Tuesday, so we're seeing like the 4th. Maths. There we go.
It's like had runs before, so it's not like it.
Yeah, it's not a brand new production. This is a Broadway transfer, which is why it already has a bit of buzz around it. So our friends Kate and Ashley highly recommended this, one of their favourite things from the last year, which is basically why we're aware of it and why we're seeing it influencing works. But we've just come from Sardi's with a bunch of other theatre influencers, including Kate and Ashley, for a little event, cocktail party, celebrating the album release of Some Like It Hot. And so Mark Shaman and Scott Whitman, the composers, were there. The team behind Hairspray and Catch Me If You Can and frickin' Smash. Frickin' Smash. And we got a group photo with them, and so many cool people were there, and Lin-Manuel Miranda was having dinner with his whole family before the first preview of New York, New York.
Crazy.
Which, I'd be very stressed if that were me, if I had a show opening.
That's the second time we've seen him on our trip.
Yeah, come to New York. Lin-Manuel Miranda is everywhere. It was half hour for the first preview of his new show, and he's eating like a pasta dish. So I think the show's in great shape, because if it wasn't, you'd be stressed. So based on that and that alone, I think New York, New York is going to be a very good show. Here we go, we're at the American Airlines Theatre to see Fat Ham. This is our first and possibly only play of the Broadway trip, but it seems like a fun play. I'm excited for this, very excited. Okay, so this is some of the merch that is on sale here at the show. We have a tote bag that says Revenge is Mad Hard. This, if you didn't know, this is like an adaptation of Hamlet, so I think that's hilarious. We have a t-shirt here. We have, I love the merch booth decorations if nothing else. We have a water bottle on sale, and then we have this tank over there that says Daddy Issues. Again, this is like a fun modern Hamlet. I think that's genius. We have some little bits and pieces here as well. We have the water bottle, we have a lapel pin, and we have a fridge magnet, all for Fat Ham. So as you know, we're all about these cups, and these are the themed featured show cocktails. We have Juicy's Revenge, we have a Reverend Rye, and we have the Ghost Dad. I'm already excited about this play. I think we're going to go for the Juicy's Revenge, but I will say, like, of all of the show cocktails we've seen so far, these seem the most out there with flavors. Like, we have ghost pepper bitters and things I can't even pronounce up on here. This is an exciting cocktail list. Okay, this is a pretty theatre. There's this whole section here with a little bit of a dome and a chandelier. You can see there's another one over there and one on the other side as well. Like, this is pretty. This is very pretty. And then we have this whole like mural on the back wall here. I'm liking the American Airlines Theatre. So on the theme of this being a really cool and pretty theatre, these boxes are really interesting and can fit like 8 people side by side. And you can see the upper level there. It's somewhere between like a box and a loge. Very interesting architecture, very unique. So these are pretty amazing seats. You can see our view of the stage. We're in row E of the orchestra, seats 2 and 4. And in New York, that means we're on the aisle on the right-hand side. So I've got a lovely spacious aisle here for my reasonably long legs. And that's my view of the stage. There is butterfly confetti all over the floor. These are, look at these. Look at these. Look at that. Look at that. Little butterfly confetti. This is so cool.
That was fun.
Okay, we just got out of Fat Ham. That was fun. That was so much fun. That was crazy and wild and interactive.
Oh, I do so well at the Olympic.
Yeah. And that was a Pulitzer Prize winning play we just saw, which makes me excited about the kind of like invigorating and contemporary and exciting and still fun work that gets recognised by the Pulitzer.
Really good stuff.
Yeah, I say this here because I don't know in what capacity I'm actually going to be able to review that, because that was an early preview. Like, these are not frozen press performances as of yet, so it might be that I don't actually end up posting a review of this because it's preview, so it wasn't for reviewing. But I'm going to tell you that that was fun. That was a fun time, and I would happily recommend that to people who want to have a fun time. At a Broadway play that's doing clever and witty and accessible takes on Shakespeare. And yeah, giving you like a black culture perspective on Shakespeare as well. That's modern and funny and engaging. Loved it. Had a great time. More butterfly confetti in my life, please. And more like heavy disco curtain calls. That was nothing but vibes. We had a great time. Okay, so we had some like cute snacky food at Sardi's, but it wasn't like, what's the word, canapes. It wasn't like a meal's worth of canapes. There was like some nice, they had some nice food. But we then went to a play where they were eating on stage and talking about food a lot on stage, and a barbecue. And I'm not about to sit through that and not think about what I'm going to have afterwards. So we went straight from the American Airlines Theatre to Stromboli's, which we've been to like 3 times now, and we love it. And we got gluten-free fried chicken tenders and fries and honey mustard, and we're eating it in the hotel room, and I'm very happy with my choices. I'm very happy with these choices. Oh my god, hey! Hi! It's windy, and it's early. I look like I'm hungover. I'm not hungover, I'm just so tired. I'm working on 4 3/4 hours sleep, maybe? Because we had to wake up at 5:45 to come over and get a ferry to go over to an island to go and run 5k for Broadway Cares ahead of a 3-show day in Manhattan of off-Broadway shows. So that's what's happening today. We got on the subway just after 6 a.m. down from Times Square. We took the R. How New York do I sound? We took the R, everybody. And now we are at the ferry terminal on our way to meet our friend Kate, to then go and meet up with the rest of our theatre YouTube team, who are not all like enthusiastic runners. Aeron is now participating as well, but Aeron is going to be doing a strong walk.
Yeah, me and Kate are walking together.
But like a strong walk.
Yeah.
Like a dedicated, like a powerful walk. So yeah, this may not be run fast by our team, but it will be documented very well by all of these theatre YouTubers. Kate is here somewhere. We are going to attempt to find them. This is the ferry, everybody. Look at its bright, beckoning lights. We're getting on a ferry to an island. We're leaving Manhattan. We only just got here. We're on a ferry and it's moving. Is it flickering in here, or is it just flickering on my camera? I don't know. Or is that just my head? Is it flickering only inside my brain right now? We're on a ferry and we're moving, and I just saw the Statue of Liberty out of the window, and it's the first time I've seen it, because she's not as tall. She's not as tall as people have been telling me. So she's deceptively hard to see, but I can see her in the river. That's exciting. I'm going to run towards her briefly, and then I'm going to turn, otherwise I'm going to leave the island. Should this door be open? I don't know, but you can see the river and a little bit of a bridge. Is that the Brooklyn Bridge?
I don't know which one's which.
Kate doesn't know. Aeron, pitch us the idea you were just saying.
Well, Disney runs.
Yeah.
You get to meet a character, like 500 kilometers or however.
Yeah, you run a bit, you meet a character. You run a bit, you meet a character.
So could this not be the same but with like Broadway stars?
Yeah, in costume.
I'd be up for that.
James Monroe Iglehart as the genie.
Yeah.
And just or whoever the genie is right now.
And then I realised that what Kate figured out was it's a normal 5k and it's a smaller group, which is the Broadway Cares teams.
Yeah, there's a lot of people. There's a lot of people here who are just running. So yeah, these are not all theatre people. So that might be strange. Okay, we've made it over to Governor's Island. You can see Manhattan there behind us, and that, I guess, is Jersey. We're waiting for the rest of our team, so we're going to go ahead and wait in this building over here. But we did it. We made it to the island, and that's the first, if not the less challenging, of today's 2 hurdles. We have another amazing view of Manhattan. We're walking to the start of the race. It's still not for a little while yet, but look at that! Look at that! Look at that skyline. We have arrived at a big ass field, and we're gonna queue for some bibs, and that's what's happening next, everybody. Show's very excited to be here, and has enough energy for all of us.
Let's go, baby!
Sing along.
She did say sing along with me. 1776. drain the gas.
So what you're seeing there is that technically might be the end of the people, but no, there's us behind.
So,
Oh God, are we there yet?
so here we are.
I just always forget.
So we're seeing people running that way. We're still gonna go all the way around here.
No, just
Both
walk
gonna
straight
win over.
through. That's the secret. Look at that's a shortcut.
I'm jumping on the ferry right now.
Does no one play Mario Kart?
We have officially completed like the first 100 meters.
0.001k.
We were excited to come here as well as raise money and do a 5k is because there is the Statue of Liberty. It's the first time we've actually seen it. She's not that big. I will say she is nowhere near as big as they make out. And then the skyline and show. It's just a very, very chilled out sightseeing experience.
I really just need rest. I'm so tired.
La 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 butter.
Butter, 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 butter.
People wake up so early in the morning.
People running. I feel like this is a perfect pace.
And we're walking for a 5K with the theater tube team.
Yeah.
And we're having fun. Woo.
Okay, that is pretty. Oh my gosh, Ray! Oh my gosh, Kate's running! Kate's running! And Joe's coming. That's the thing, if you fall behind, you have to run.
We're literally last, so you can't get left behind if you want to film.
So, we got Manhattan.
I like the Isle of Manhattan.
I know you do!
And on your left, you'll see Governor's Island. It's a nice little island that we are walking on.
I don't know what's going on, but Brendan's...
Go, buddy, go!
Brendan's squat walking.
My legs hurt. That's not good.
Okay, we made it to where the ferry was when we arrived. This is how slow we're going.
What do you think Mickey's Joe's doing right now?
Probably done.
See if you had a GoPro on him, then you could cut to
Yeah, I
a shot of
know.
him going, ah, ah, ah. Oh God. Oh, I'm on my phone because Aaron has my camera and he's still walking with the team. I did it in something like 24:50, sub 25 minutes, which I'm proud of. And please, yay! Thank you everyone who donated. I hope I did you proud. Well done everybody.
See, I just thought it would be a nice stroll around Governor's Island, and that is what we are doing. Okay, where have you deduced we're at?
I think we're at a mile. I haven't seen any markers, but I think we're at the mile mark.
Brendan's dubious.
What are we gonna do when a giant pile of very earnest 10Kers comes running out?
Yeah, this is the thing. Because we're at the very back, so what could happen is the 10K could just like trample us down.
I kind of hope that happens. I want the 10K so it'd be like, look at these theater kids, and then just keep running. It's our motivation. We're gonna reenact Lion King when Simba. No, we broke him. We broke Brendan.
So if you can't see, it says mile 4. This has 3 miles in ours. It's for the 10K. We were so happy with ourselves.
Not only are we super fast,
I was just worried about my sense of time.
We are at mile 4 of this 3-mile race. So we are going so fast. We are almost to the mile marker. Mile 1. Mile 1.
I thought we passed the mile 2 miles ago. That was mile 4. This is mile 8.
I ran in high school.
We did it, 1 mile. 1 mile. That was it, that was done. Grimaldi lights. Where's Kate? Kate, they are getting there, they've done it. 1 mile.
Yes. 21:30. Personal best.
Brendan's gone.
I think I'm gonna have to call it, guys. This is
That was a good effort, good effort.
wow.
You did it.
Why? Wow. We got fluids.
Brendan's trying to overtake.
Y'all looking.
It's not gone well. It has not gone well.
Those damn Broadway kids.
He's gone so far.
Now we're solidly.
So they're going after Brendan. Wait.
He's committing to the bit.
There she is, there she is, there she is. Right there. She's so I mean, she's just a lot smaller than I thought.
Smash that like button so we can keep running.
And there's the skyline. It's cool. It's mile 2, look.
Oh wait.
We did it. And also, we've been here for a while. So I'm live streaming. I'm just live streaming on Insta because we're going so slow. We are all just living. And Mickey did it so quickly. He's just not here.
I have rejoined the group who are walking and making content.
That's what we literally been doing. I have been live on Instagram.
Aaron's been live on Instagram.
Kate's been live on TikTok.
There's various. Kate's TikToking right now. Kate's rocking the Some Like It Hot umbrella.
I don't know the quality of this umbrella.
There you go, now we're finding out. Oh my god, hey, we are back in Midtown Manhattan. So we got the ferry back over and we took the subway up, but we stopped off on Bleecker Street in Houston Street.
Houston Street. You don't say Houston.
You don't say Houston. I don't know, mystery to us. Apparently Houston. We went back to Posh Pot Bakery again to get a bevy of gluten-free things, including the fried Oreos again. What did you have this time?
I had the peanut butter cookie.
Nice.
So good. And the Nutella Pop-Tart.
Very nice, very nice. And we went with our friends Sho, aka B-Way Sho, and Kate, who had also been running. I say running.
We were walking. We were having, I mean, wait till you see the videos, that's all I'm gonna say. Like, it was iconic where we were.
But now we are heading out swiftly to a 3-show off-Broadway day, starting with a trip down to 43rd Street to the West Side Theatre to go and see Little Shop of Horrors, which we're seeing so many shows this week, we haven't really processed all of them, and this one's kind of crept up on us, like, oh yeah, we're seeing Little Shop today, because we've been hearing about this production and seeing it from afar, and I'm excited for it.
Yeah. I'm so excited.
So we knew it was going to rain today. So far it's only kind of lightly drizzling, which I appreciate, but I am wearing like cozy wet weather just like outfit. And also we're seeing 3 different shows with 3 very different vibes.
Yeah.
And I like to dress for the vibe of the show, but we will be lucky if we just make it on time to all of these shows, because there is not a huge amount of time in between them. We should be fine, but certainly there is not time to go back to the hotel and change. So I've given up on dressing on theme for any of them. And here we are on 43rd and 9th at the West Side Theatre. I kind of love this signage here. I love this marquee that comes out here, and then we've got this big old banner that says Little Shop of Horrors, the best musical revival of the year. We shall see everybody. So we're in the foyer of the West Side Theatre. They've got this cute little board that you can take photos against. Loving this. And just a lot of other fun little details. We got some horrifying looking plants. We've got some fan art here on the community board. Equally horrifying looking plant. Goo. Don't feed the plants. And then we have this over here on the queue up to the box office. A little bit of plant action invading through the wall. You can get a slightly closer look here at some of the merchandise items you can get. We have a Mushnik Flower Shop tote bag. We have a little feed me carton thing, I think. We have some t-shirts. We have the face mask again. We have a poster up there. Very cute merchandise, I will say. So this is today's cast for Little Shop of Horrors, and we have some covers on for this performance, which is exciting. The role of Seymour will be played by Jeff Sears, the voice of Audrey II by Major Attaway, Renette by Cameron Hampton, and we have 2 additions to the ensemble. Have fun for us. You can see the show title hanging there in the middle of the stage. We're in E2 and 4, which are pretty great seats. There's a stairwell behind us, so no one sat behind us, and we're on an aisle, which is always nice. And you can see, as well as this very cool green curtain, you don't see enough green curtains, we have these set details built around the outside of the stage. And somewhere over there it says Skid Row. There it is, if you can read that up in the middle there, Skid Row.
That was incredible.
That was so good. We just had a great time at Little Shop of Horrors at the West Side Theatre. I'm so glad that we saw it on this trip, and we really want it to come to London now. Really want that production to come to London. We are now hot-footing it over downtown to the Daryl Roth Theatre to go and see Titanic. What?
Downtown.
Downtown, where the next show is. I'm going to put the camera away because it's getting rained on, as are we, but we are going to fly to the subway to go head down to show number 2. What time is it? How are we doing? Oh, it's 4:04. We've got the best part of an hour to get downtown to the next one. Ooh. We'll be fine. Yeah. We'll be fine.
And then
hopefully.
We're gonna come back here.
Then we're going to come back right here.
Literally, right like down the street.
Yeah, our third show is just over there. Here we go. Crossing the road. We will see you at the Daryl Roth Theatre.
Bye.
Oh my God, hey.
Hello.
We have made it to Union Square. A few stops down on the subway, and we are in the right place for Titanic. Titanic! I'm ready. I'm prepared. We're very excited about this one.
Yes.
I feel like I've only heard great things.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's not a serious show. It's not a highbrow show. But people are having fun. People are having fun at this. It's a fun show. It's a fun boat. We're ready to get on the boat and have a fun time with Marla Mindell. I'm a big fan. So yes, we're going to go inside. We're going to find the entrance to the Daryl Roth Theatre and head inside to see Titanic. I love that this says, "See you aboard the ship of dreams, girlfriends." Like, it's letting you know exactly what this show is. Boarding this way, girlfriends. We're going to walk that way and hope that is the entrance. Here's Aeron James, looking handsome. Wet. You wet? You damp?
Yeah, it's wet.
It is wet. It is wet. But we've found Titanic. Just a subtle little doorway here, but we're on East 15th Street, off of Union Square.
It's fun because this is 2 theatres, but they have 2 separate entrances. They're
There
both
you
like
go.
part of the same.
There you go.
The same thing.
But I suspect we're in the right place. Oh, my watch is buzzing. You can't see it because I have sleeve. But that means it's half an hour till the show because I put it in my calendar. Let's go inside. Oh. I'm obsessed with this drink stand being called the Sip of Dreams. I love that. We have got the company listed here. This is everyone who will be on for today's performance. I'm noticing some familiar names. I'm noticing Carrie St. Louis. I'm noticing Rosé. I'm noticing Marla Mindell. I'm noticing Mark Evans. I forgot some of these people were in this show. This is suddenly very exciting. Not that it wasn't already. Marla Mindell is a comedic queen, and I'm very excited to see her play Celine Dion in Titanic. Why would she not? So the bar area is signposted to the right here. It's the steerage level where you can find all of this and absolutely 0 lifeboats. Bar, restrooms, merchandise, and the photo ops. Love that for us. We're going to go and check it out. Here is the merch. We have cups that say, the bigger the ship, the bigger the deck. Sure. We have shot glasses. We have a tote bag. That's what that is over there. That's a tote bag. We have a Titanic t-shirt. That says this on it. We have a bucket hat. We have some enamel pins on the bucket hat. The bucket hat says "Bonjour Diva, ça va?" Over this side we have we have 2 more t-shirt designs. In fact, one of them is a long sleeve t-shirt that I do quite like. Oh, could I get that t-shirt on the right hand side? And there's also what you're seeing on the left there is a limited edition 25th anniversary parody magnet. This show has a sense of humour with its merchandise. And that's a poster as well down there. We've got a photo op stand here, as currently modelled by Aeron James. No playbills to be seen here. This is our first stage light programme for Titanic. We're in row G117118, and you can see the, what's it called, the heart of, is that the heart of the ocean? Slowly twirling. I mean, this is very camp already. It's very camp. No themed cocktails at this show, but we are enjoying some rosé in honour of Drag Race alumnus Rosé, who is in the show, and also I like Rosé.
And I'm sure some of you here will know the words because let's face it, most of you here tonight goes.
Oh my god, hey. So, after racing back on the subway uptown, back to White Girl in Danger at the Tony Kaiser Theatre at second stage, we grabbed Smashburger. We had like less than an hour, and with 20 minutes left until the show, I went to the box office to go and see if I could pick up the tickets while Aeron was waiting for the food, because we were really stressed about time, and I found out while I was there that the show had been cancelled due to technical difficulties. So not a 3-show off-Broadway day today, only the 2 shows, which is sad because we don't have much flexibility in our schedule. We probably won't get to see White Girl in Danger at another performance, but this is an off-Broadway run. If it's a really great show, maybe it will make the journey to Broadway, or at least have a second life at some stage. Haha, second stage, second life at some. Anyway, I'm sleepy, because it's been a very long day. It's been a very long day. So this is not the biggest tragedy in the world. Instead, a couple nights ago, we came back to find that the lovely people at the Civilian Hotel had left us a bottle of wine and some glasses that we haven't had the chance to get to yet, and we still have our Smashburger. So I have prepared this very cute little feast setup here that we will momentarily dig into and have a quiet Saturday night in the hotel. For 10 more seconds, I'm Mickey Joe Theatre. Oh my god, hey. Thanks for watching, have a stagey day. Subscribe!